basically we wanted to buy a house where we wanted to live. It is not from an investment point of view. It is like a place where we wanted to call it our own and wanted to spend the rest of the time, like how much ever time we want to live in Bangalore. So for that purpose, we visited a lot of properties, and most of them were very what do you call, they were very business oriented, in the sense that it was more of like a marketing gimmick is what I would call. They would call out, we have this amenity, that amenity, and this that. But I think the focus was not on like giving you a good home, because that is where we spend most of our time in. I won't name a particular property, but we had gone to one, and then like we said, oh, your homes are really small, and the reply was that we're giving you so many good amenities. Like, why would you want to spend time inside the home? Right? That was really weird. I think because most of the time we will be in the home, right? So that is what was different here. The difference that we found was the focus was more on providing you a really good home where you want to live in, right? What you'll call your own. I think that is what really inspired us. So the focus is not on having uh, something, some grand amenities that most of the time we won't even be using. Right? So here what you get is like a really close knit community with few houses, and a society that where you feel that you belong here. And the focus is, as I said, mostly on giving you a really good home where you want to live. I think that is what really inspired us. Plus, I think we like the plan as well, the duplex concept. So I always wanted to have a separate study where I would work, because when I work from home, I always feel disturbed due to things going on, right? Like now, what we get is we have a separate top floor. So we like purchase a 3.5, right? So we get a separate top floor where guests can come in, anyone can come in. They can spend their time there, and the study is like on the floor below, and then I can just go and work quietly without getting disturbed. I think that is one point which I really like, and think these are the points why we chose it. So yeah. I think the greenery around it. I think when we first came in, we saw so many trees, and there's a gardener who was watering the plants, he was maintaining it. So I think when we entered, the first question that we sort of asked is like, what are you going to do with all the trees around it? I hope you're not going to cut it. So I think the answer was no. It's all going to be there as it is. And I think that is the most important thing. I think it's surrounded by so many trees, and the garden is still really well maintained. We just had a visit around, right? We just wanted to see how what plants and what flowering plants are like there, and it's really good. I think that is one of the things that we are really excited about, because we just like the way the entire the boundaries and the entrance is like it's all green. So I think that is one of the great things about this property. The other aspect I would say is I think the overall structure is really unique. You go to any other properties out there, there are just n number of properties, right? It's all like there's an area, you have a couple of towers, maybe more, like some have 10 towers and all that. So it's all towers, and then you have your surroundings with things. Here it's a little unique, like you have this straight design with just 4 floors and all. I think that is something that we felt it's really unique, and we liked it a lot actually. So it appealed to us a lot. That's basically why we like this a lot. It has been excellent. I think we initially bothered the team here a lot. Like I think we had around 3 visits before we finally decided that this is the one that we go with. So we came here, we asked them a lot of questions. The one we interacted a lot with, and he has been really patient. He was always keen on answering any questions. He was like, just call me anytime and I'll be ready to help. So that was really good. And I have also interacted with the CEO, Mr. Gokul, and Mr. Raghu, who is the CRM, right? And they're like really chill about everything. I have dropped into the office a couple of times, just unannounced. I just went into their office without just saying anything. I said, hey, this is what I want, and they're like, okay, just have a seat, and they're just really cool to help you. They're like, no, you have to take an appointment. This, that, nothing. I just walked in. The once Mr. Raghu was there, I had to collect the demand letter from him, so the hard copy. And then he said, yeah, Mr. Gokul is there, would you like to meet us? We walked into his room, we had a nice chat about, he told about his life story, how he ended up being the CEO of Hinduja Holdings. He was like asking where you belong from. There are a lot of stories to share. It was a really fun experience. So it's been really fun. I think the team here is really good, and it has always been like very comfortable talking to them. They're very approachable. So yeah, like awesome team actually. Definitely, like I think people would say it's value for money or this, that, and right. I think more than that, what I see here is like a community which would be unique in its own sense, that you see how the layout is, right? It will be really a close-knit community with few houses, right? And I think that is more important than anything else when you move into any society or any apartment. I think mostly what we have seen, and it's a case where we are living now, that people are really detached from each other. But I think the way things are organized here, it would be a lot more interactive. And I think from an investment point of view, again, it's a real good value because you have this area, right? It's like developing really fast, and I won't say it's still developing. You have everything that you need. You just walk a kilometer, you go to Kogilu main road, you just find everything that you need. You have Thanisandra main road, you have like markets and everything. We just came where we saw like there's a huge market full of fruits, vegetables. So that's what you need from a residential area, right? You don't need to stay in a commercialized place with malls and everything. When you're living somewhere, these are the basic necessities that you want to fulfill. I think it's there, everything is there, and the best part, like you have a lake right in front. Like where evenings just go there, take a walk around the lake. I think won't get that anywhere. Right? So I think great value, not just from an investment point of view. I think more than an investment, if someone wants to really live here, I would say great place. Like spend the rest of your life. Yeah. The pricing was really fair. I think from all the places that we had a look, given the area that it's located in, it's really fairly priced, I would say. And I think post the COVID era, the prices have shot up a lot, and that is where I think when we came here, like we saw, okay, it's one place that is really fairly priced. It's priced based on how it should be priced, not based on like some hypothetical scenarios that in the future this will be like this will be like that. It's based on, okay, this is what it is, this is what you are offering to, this is the price. I think it's really fairly priced. So I would say someone who's thinking of maybe the budget and all that, I think again from an investment point of view, it's going to go up from there, way up. So yeah. From price point of view, I have no complaints. From like as I said, when we started the beginning of this year, we weren't really sure what we were looking for, and I think we went to a lot of places, right? And we're still okay. We sort of like, okay, just because we wanted to buy a home, we said, okay, this is a home that let's go for it, or let's have this shortlisted, right? I think the only place that when we visited or when we saw, and it was an accident that we sort of came across this one. So we had no communications from anyone outside, no one who reached out to us. I was just browsing Google once, and on the right hand side I saw an ad pop up saying there's a Willamette project in North Bangalore. I thought, okay, what's the harm in looking at it? I just clicked on it, and out came the plans and everything, and I saw, okay, we have a 3.5 here. So I went to her and said, like, this is what I came across, and what do you say? She said, then let's go and have a look. And then I think once we landed here and we talked to the team and everything, right? After that, this is the first place where we saw that okay, this is what we want. till that point of time, we never really realized what we wanted. I think this is the first place where we felt like okay, this is what we want, and that was one of the important things. I think it's really important for people to understand what they want, and I think if a place makes you feel that way, right? And it's again to whoever is visiting here. So if they come here and then if they feel that this is what they want, I think they should go for it, because that is I think more than anything else, that was the main or the important feeling because of which we went with buying a property. Yeah, because home buying, especially in India, is much more of an emotion rather than anything. So it has you have to connect with everything, the surroundings, the plans and the overall society.